Hello everyone. Happy Thursday, Lachlan. How are you? Good morning.
I am very well. I'm very well. I'm fixing some speaker settings in the background. I am now on a tropical island as opposed to in the mountains, and we are having a ball.
Yeah.
So we are still
Let's
setting everything up. Yeah, still setting everything up, making sure that everything's working well. But again, it's really lovely to be in a different part of Japan.
Great. I'm very happy to hear that. And as you can see, guys, the Lachlan has a new setup, new place, and yeah. So today is the first day. Lachlan being in a new place, new city, new beginnings. So let's all together check that you guys can chat in Zoom. Please send a message like hello, if you can hear us well, if you can see us well. Everything is working for you guys. Yeah, should be funny, should be fun. Fine, sorry. Yeah, just thinking about a lot of different stuff. Great. YouTube should be working as well. Yes, it does. Great.
Hope so.
So, I'm not gonna take a lot of time from you guys. Lachlan told me that there is gonna be something very interesting today on the market, and Lachlan predictions are that, yeah, we will need to pay a lot of attention to the market moves. Yeah, a little spoiler from Lachlan. So, I'm just gonna make a quick reminder to everyone here that we have a refer a friend feature, and everyone who wants to get 25% off and 25% off for his or her friend, just send an invite link to your friend. Your friend registers and you both have 25% off for the challenges. It's that easy. You just share the link and you both get 25% off. So yeah, it's a wonderful campaign. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for all of us guys to share this with our friends in our communities, in our servers, and get 25% off on the challenges for both of you. And at this point, Lachlan, I'm gonna give the word to you, and I'm gonna wish you to, yeah, as usual, stay disciplined and patient.
Absolutely, guys. Awesome, guys. So what I'm going to do? Let me share my screen. Guys, we've done all of our prep work is ready to rock and roll. So in the webinar, guys, the Zoom webinar, you should be able to see, in a perfect world, you should be able to see PowerPoint slides, and then, guys, we will get into the charts as soon as we run through the slides. Fair bit of prep work to do today. The reason being is the S&P 500 is literally hovering around its S1 at the moment, so it's already triggered a daily swing trigger short. So therefore, I think, as at this point in time, I think we're in for a really good little session. Just want to do a double check on sound for those that have already logged. As I'm on a DJI mic system now, and all the little bounce backs tell me that the mic is sounding pretty clear. So if you can give me a confirmation on that, that would be absolutely magic. So we'll keep that's working so far. How are you? All right, so guys, let's rock and roll. So again, guys, welcome to the webinar. My name is Lockie. Guys, I'm with Samurai Day Trading out of Singapore. I'm very delighted, guys, to be taking the session for TTP again today. I am in a new location, guys, in a new setup. Everything is effectively new. So again, we've tested it for a number of days. The testing's gone quite well, so I'm trusting that everything will go very well today. Now, guys and girls, the volatility in the market is absolutely enormous. So for those of you that are going to be coming to the hub meeting tonight, guys, we are actually going to be discussing how to deal with volatility. As I will work with you guys today on how to deal with volatility, but at the end of the day, guys, we're going to run a class on it tonight for you. So please do, if you are available, guys, the hub meeting is ready to rock and roll. If you're not available, guys, for the members of Samurai, it'll be recorded, guys, and put in the members area. Now, the reason I say that, guys, volatility is really good fun. I refer to the quote, guys, from 2010, though. Trading is not easy, but it is simple. I would actually say, guys, more if I could be so bold, I think trading is very simple. Trading is very simple if you're happy to let the candle close before you make a decision on the personality of the candle, guys. So consistency, guys, what we'll be doing today is focusing very heavily on consistency. The reason we're going to focus on consistency is ultimately that that builds a really, really positive psychology around trading. And as we build a positive psychology, we end up moving in the right direction. Now, with all that said, guys, the best traders that I've ever worked with are built in a live trading room. Why? Because it takes a village to raise a really good trader, just like it takes a village to raise a great child. Guys, it's all about community, teamwork, and transparency. There's a lot of trading, guys. You can do a lot of trading out there in the world by yourself. But quite often, if you are going to be trading by yourself, a lot of people end up second guessing what they're doing. And it's the second guessing that can cause lots of trouble, guys. So in the live trading room, guys, I will today take away all the second guessing. I'll talk about the ratio of the trades. Ideally, guys and girls, if you want to deal with volatility really, really well, you let the candles close. They will give you permission to trade. Then you can use the delta or the 5-minute, guys, the 5-minute 101 signals. So a well-run live trading room, guys, in my humble opinion, gives you immediate proof of performance build. Let's see if I can talk properly. Guys, builds confidence in the strategy and the approach, and also, guys, with live charts, there's absolutely nowhere to hide. Now, guys, in the last 15 minutes of the hour, we can do an AMA, guys. So if there's any questions at all, ask me anything format. If there's any questions, please do not be shy. Guys, the live trading room unit today runs 5 days a week, targeting the European Open. Guys, we also have a US closed trading room, which does the NASDAQ and S&P, and we also have a dedicated NASDAQ only and S&P only European Open trading room as well, guys. So there's 3 LTRs running at the moment. Guys, the reason we do that, is to make sure that regardless of where you are in the world, there's somebody to help you in your trading. So again, I tend to find if you're a supported trader, you just make more money, guys. You get confident in trading faster. It doesn't, guys, I've got to say though, being in a live trading room doesn't stop people from making mistakes. So occasionally mistakes are made in the game of trading. And normally, has anyone ever been affected by the fear of missing out on a great trade? So normally, in my humble opinion, those trading mistakes are as a result of fear of missing out, FOMO. Guys, that's very, very easy to address, guys. So we'll work today to try and hit 100% strike rate as we always do, and we go from there. Now, guys, trading, we are going to be trading futures today. So 2 things I've got to mention on this slide is there is risk in trading. Guys, there's 2 risks. There's a risk of making money and also losing money. Guys, because we trade CFDs. G'day, MJ. How are you? Because we trade CFDs and futures, or some of you may be on CFDs. Guys, I'm on futures today. Guys, we borrow money every time we take a trade. What does that mean? We can actually make money very, very quickly. We can also lose money quickly. So we've got to be a little bit careful about that. Guys, everything we do today is general information only. Past performance of all financial products in the strictest jurisdictions in the world, guys, primarily being Australia. Guys, past performance is no longer allowed to be used as an indication of future performance. And finally, guys, market risk factors. Because I'm just watching all the screens moving, guys, there's a very, very lovely reversal setting up on the S&P 500 and FTAX right now. So market risk factors, guys, because we are presenting over the internet can drop in and out a little bit. I'll do my best to guide you as best as I possibly can, guys. But ultimately, because we are trading over the internet, guys, you might not necessarily get filled where I want you to get filled. And you may not necessarily get out where I want you to get out, and so on, guys. That's something we deal with every day. Yeah, MJ, they're working on that at this point in time, but it won't be in the next 22 minutes. So it won't be in the next 22 minutes. Now, guys, who am I? A very brief history for those that don't know. My name is Lockie, guys. I'm the lead trader at Samurai Day Trading out of Singapore. Brief history. Guys, discovered futures trading on the 1st of August 2009. 2007. I opened my first trading school in 2009. I did that, guys, because ultimately everyone in the world was teaching Forex and CFDs. Guys, but no one mentioned that the Forex market is actually one of the most manipulated markets in the world. Therefore, most Forex traders are not successful. Therefore, most Forex traders give up thinking trading doesn't work. But it's actually them that, guys, they are not the problem. It's the design of the market. So I started a futures trading school guys, in Australia, we were wrestling against the Forex people, guys, who had a lot more money to promote what we do. So it took a long time for futures trading to get traction. But now futures trading has got traction because I think people are just sick of getting their Forex trades and their CFD trades. Not as much, but certainly, guys, they don't like trading manipulated markets. Now, guys, with that said, social media, guys, we're basically on 4 of the big ones. The one we're trying to build, guys, at the moment is the samurai.de Facebook. So building our Facebook, guys, in order to do some Facebook marketing very, very shortly. Guys, if you need anything from us at all, tech support, guys, info@samurai-daytrading.com. Guys, obviously everything else is now going to say hello at samurai-daytrading.com. Guys, we've got a wonderful Sally Ann that has joined the team to help us grow, guys, help us grow our Samurai family. Guys, and again, for those of you that are members of Samurai, guys, you've got your hub meeting on tonight. Guys, that hub meeting, we're going to be introducing a couple of very, very cool things, guys, very cool things. So if you are a Samurai member, guys, or are you interested in coming along, please give me a yell. But there's some very, very exciting initiatives, guys, starting off on the 1st of April, which will keep you out of mischief. And for all of those guys, all of those members of Samurai, you may not be aware, but your 2026 101 course upgrade has been loaded into your members area. Guys, that is a gift from the Samurai team. Guys, I've written all the content, I've recorded all the content. Guys, suffice to say, I believe it is the best 101 course we've ever produced. Now, with all that said, guys, hub meeting, guys, we have got a global hub meeting on tonight, guys. We are going to be talking about 2 primary subjects. Basically, how do you trade volatility, guys? So it's going to be a really, really good hub meeting. We're targeting volatility, guys. There'll be a 2-step algorithm we talk about, guys. That 2-step algorithm, guys. So please, if you can, come along to the hub meeting tonight. But for all the members, it will be recorded. Now, guys, what to expect? Guys, ultimately, we're going to be focusing on the German DAX 40. So my charts will be laid out as per the purple squares. Guys, the 4 ultimate key, sort of the KPI, the KPIs. Must be Friday. The KPIs or the key strategies I'm going to be focusing on today, guys, are the ones highlighted in red. CSA stands for candlestick analysis. Delta is a proprietary algorithm we use to hunt institutional orders in the market. Guys, there is a really, really lovely delta on the FDAX right now to go long at 929. Just there's a delta on the screen right now. The flip side of that, guys, ratios, we're going to be focusing very heavily on ratios today. And guys, ABC and stair step is ultimately the foundation of everything that we do. Bongani, how are you? Hope you are absolutely fantastic. So guys, let's basically get into the charts. We've got a number of things we need to work through, apart from the fact that we did get the top affiliate award, guys, for TTP in 2025. So I'm actually really excited by that, guys and girls, because that means we can now, the legal answers are back. We can actually call ourselves an award-winning trading school. And we can actually, like, unlike a lot of trading schools in the world, guys, you can actually go and buy awards. We didn't buy our award. In fact, we didn't even know our award was coming. It arrived. The award arrived in the post, and I was like, "Wow, hang on!" I didn't even know we were in the competition. So, guys, that's the kind of award where you go, "Wow!" So, guys, a shout out to the Trading Pit, guys. Thank you for your support. Cody, I have a code for you. Young Cody, I have a code for you. I may have to send that through after the session today, mate. That's the code we were talking about last night. Okay, now, with all of that said, guys, let's break down. We'll do the FESX first, guys. I note, in fact, just a point. Thanks, Cody. I got the message. I don't yet know, Cody. Just so you know, mate. I don't yet know how good it is, but I think it's pretty good. So I got it about 5 minutes ago. So okay, so S&P 500, guys. At this point in time, we're under yesterday's low on the S&P 500. Guys, what does that ultimately mean? Guys, the S&P's already triggered a daily swing trigger short. Now, this is a very, very exciting signal, guys, because if they run, so it's a swing trigger short, guys, classic format of signal. If they run that daily swing trigger, then we're going to bolt to the downside, guys. It makes our trading very easy. Mind you, if the daily swing trigger fails on the S&P 500 and they turn it around and send it back the other way on the S&P, which I'm watching on another screen, guys, if they do that, then the FDAX is going to go really, really well to the high side. Guys, so either way, when we start talking daily swing triggers, guys, they're really, really powerful little signals, guys, which is good fun. All right, first and foremost, guys, watch for twitching. Guys, please watch for twitching. So just like yesterday, guys, Cody was in the LTR, I think around 35, 40 minutes into the LTR, and one of the candles started twitching. That was effectively a tweet coming out from Donald Trump's office, basically when he got out of bed. So we're going to be watching. I actually find it entertaining. We've actually got to mention this. But we will be, g'day Breezy, we will be watching, guys, for twitching around about 35 to 40 minutes into the first hour of trading, around about 35 to 40 minutes in. That generally is when the first tweet comes out of the White House, guys. So there's a lot of talk about a peace process well underway. If you want to know, guys, there's obviously two dueling teams that are going on. Now, I'm not a Middle Eastern expert, but you've got your IRGC, so that's the military side of Iran that doesn't want to do a peace deal, and you've got the ex-royal family that does want to do a peace deal. So the IRGC is saying we've got no intent of doing a peace deal, and Donald Trump's like, well, that's fantastic, but we're not actually negotiating with you. We're negotiating with some other people. So that's why we've got this. It might be just me, guys. Anyone else looking at the world going, there are two completely polar opposite realities that are basically going on at this stage. So what are we going to be careful of? Twitching. Guys, we've got to be careful of twitching, which we'll keep an eye on. Now, guys, daily static bar reversal short. Let me have a quick look where we are. So let's go up to the FESX daily chart. And, it is a static bar reversal short. Okay, so guys, when we come to the 1440 chart, just for those that are watching, guys, if you're not a member of Samurai, the 1440-minute chart is far more accurate than a daily chart. So please be careful not to load a daily chart. Guys, the daily charts can, in fact, be very inaccurate. You want to be loading a 1440 chart, okay? Now, guys, at the moment on the daily chart, guys, the buyers own the stair step, all right? So very, very hard to ultimately determine until, as I know we're going back to like really basic 101 stuff, right? It's really basic, but the buyers sold the market down, sorry. Let's start again. The sellers sold the market down, the buyers bought it back, the sellers then sold it, and then the buyers came back through. Caesar, how are you? I hope you're fantastic. So guys, at the moment, the buyers own the stair step on the 1440 chart. What does that mean? That means that little candle there, it's got a minus 34 rating on it, which is an incredibly strong rating, basically says, guys, that the buyers were 34 times. Now, for those that don't know how the indicators work, this basically says the buyers were 34 times less effective on this candle than they were on the candle before. Guys, now there's a ton of information that goes into measuring why that is the case. But ultimately, this daily candle here says the buyers have completely lost control of the market. It's actually a static bar reversal short. What does it mean, guys? They're highly likely to sell down to the 50 fib of the micro trend, which is what they're mucking around with now. As if we close below that on European Open, they're probably going to go to the 61.8. If they close below the 61.8, they're going to go to the evil twins, which is normally where the FESX goes to. Now, the flip side, guys, of the FESX, the flip side of the FESX, if these guys get caught at the 50 fib of the micro, if they get caught there, guys, then we're probably going to turn it around and send it back the other way. We also know, guys, that the European traders absolutely love the 50 fib on the 4-hour chart. Guys, the 50 fib on the 4-hour chart, that needs to be offset. No, we're going to put that, so we're going to put that back where it was. I did spend a fair bit of time getting ready for tonight. So the 50 fib on the 4-hour chart, let me just have a look. Boom, boom. There's the 50 fib. So if the Europeans, guys, are basically operating as per normal and they do decide to sell down, we can try and run, guys, we can try and run the FESX down to 5468. All right, so let me just grab this. 5468. Look at this. It's all the way down here. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a box down here because we know we've spoken about it. If these guys, particularly if the S&P 500 is at the moment, it's banging between yesterday's low and the S1. If we let me show you the S&P, guys. I'll show you why it is an issue for us today. I say that's not an issue. Let me just get the chart up for you. It's not an issue, guys. It's not an issue. But what we've got to be careful of on the S&P 500, okay, the S&P has been stunning trading, guys, stunning trading all day. This is the S&P 15, so we'll go down to the S&P 5. Hang on, let me get rid of that. I have already been tinkering, guys, here. Okay, so let me do this. On the 5-minute chart, this is what we want to be careful with, guys. So you see right here, we're stuck between effectively the S1 and yesterday's low, right? So yesterday's low here. Okay, yesterday's low is your swing trigger, right? That's your swing trigger point. So if the buyers were to push back above that yesterday's low, the swing trigger goes on European, likely you get some buying. If the buying runs but then fails and turns around and comes back the other way, sorry, that's an earthquake alarm going off. Let me just double check where it is. Okay, it's not near us, but it's a magnitude 5. It's actually quite a big one. So that's one thing, guys, in the islands of Okinawa. You do keep a very close eye on the earthquake stuff. So what does it mean, guys? Now, mind you, we live on the top of the hill, guys. So again, we've done that on purpose. I'm not saying there's an earthquake coming, but if there does, we live a long way from the ocean. So FESX is famous, guys, for selling down to 50 fib on the 4-hour chart. That would take a major sell down, guys, on the US market as well as the Europeans. S&P volume, guys, last time I checked was 90,000. Let me just double check now. It's 95,000, guys. So the volume is increasing into the session, which is brilliant. News today, guys, we've got no European news. There is high impact at 9:30 p.m. tonight for those that are trading on. I do need to show you the 60-minute chart, guys, in particular. Now, that's because we've got a beautiful ABC stair step. Nice, beautiful ABC stair step. What does that ultimately mean, guys? It's the ABC that switches the trend, that sets the Fibonacci extension target. So if we do down, guys, they're going to come down here to the evil twins because that's where their famous Fibonacci's are sitting down here. All right, so what does it ultimately mean? Guys, a couple of big things. This is a very, very key low point here, 5539. So if we don't sell down hard and we get back above 5539, likely they're going to go back and clap. All right, so what does that mean? 5539, I've already got it marked. That there is a very important level today. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually label that as a super key 60-minute low. Now that is so important that we're going to make it red. All right, so the red ones, for those that don't know what we do, the red ones are, hey, we've really got to pay attention to that. So there's 2 we're watching today. Guys, we're going to watch for twitching 35 to 40 minutes into the session. We're going to watch for twitching. Again, if someone wants to send a tweet out, then that's when the first one's going to go. Like yesterday, guys, you saw, holy moly. Okay. Now across to the FDAX, guys. Now we know effectively what the big boys and girls are doing. We'll come across to the FDAX. There's no change on the weekly chart, guys, so no change here, other than we've got a beautiful, fancy that, ABC stair step that set the Fibonacci extensions for the run down. Those extensions on the weekly chart are going quite well. Cruising through to the daily chart, guys. Again, what have I got? Because I'm expecting these guys to buy, guys, I'm expecting them to buy because the S&P is stuck on what I would refer to as a pivot farm. I've drawn my Fibonacci down on the FDAX daily chart to catch them on the way back up, guys, with a very key level obviously being the 50 fib. Now I've drawn my 4-hour fib up to catch them on the way down, being is that we know the 4 hours, we know the FDAX loves to go to a 4-hour, loves to go to the 4-hour 50. Now, speaking of that, guys, if we buy, I just want everybody to note that if we buy, the 4-hour Fibonacci may actually be running in that direction, which means we're going to be going up around here. Because we don't know the direction that the Europeans want to run yet, I'm thinking it's down first, fail badly, turn around and go back the other way. That's what I'm thinking. Either way, we've drawn our Fibonacci up on the 4-hour chart, catch them on the way down. We've got a Fibonacci drawn up on the 60 to catch them on the way down, and we've got a Fibonacci drawn down on the daily to catch them up. Okay, so we've ideally got them cornered. What that looks like on the 4-hour chart. Oh, so there's my 4-hour fib. Guys, for those that are not 100% with your Fibonacci's, guys, I just checked the masterclasses in the members area. There's some really good Fibonacci's, guys. So really good masterclasses, guys, in the members area. Now, as I do that, I've just noticed a problem with one of my Fibonacci's. Okay, so let me show you what the problem is. Guys, my here basically at the top right, so the spine of the Fibonacci, guys, the spine of the Fibonacci is always drawn, my humble opinion, always drawn left to right like that. Now, the problem I've got with my 4-hour fib, guys, is it's not actually honoring this high. So just like we did with the FESX, that 4-hour fib's got to be up there. And look at this straight away. Guess what? They've already honored, guys, on the FDAX. They've already honored the 4-hour 50 fib. He said that's where they're normally going to go. What does it mean, guys? What does it mean for us? We've got that really key low on the FESX. The FDAX is basically, because it doesn't have a key low, again, they're going to be kind of, there's your low right there. Okay, so we have 933. Let me just double check here. Very important, guys, that 50 fib off the 60-minute chart. Very important as we come into open. What's the price of that low? It's actually a 4-hour low. It's not a 60-minute low. Okay, 933. Let me do my homework on this one. 933. Oh, fancy that. Guess what's holding up the market? 93933. Fancy that. All right, so again, that's a key 4-hour level. Okay, so key. Now the key 4-hour level, guys, it's not as good as a key 60-minute level under any stretch, but the key 4-hour level, ultimately, if we push and come back, and then we close over that, we're going to see a rally. If they push back up to it and fail badly, we're probably going to see a sell down. If they get well above it, guys, the level will expire. That's what we want, right? 23010. So guys, I hope as we set up 23010. That's a daily swing trigger short. There we go, guys, 23010. So I hope, guys, by just running through this, obviously we're getting ready for today. I just hope this highlights two things. Firstly, that these markets are not difficult to predict when you do a little bit of homework, guys, when you do a little bit of homework leading into the session. And guys, as we get better as a trading group at doing the homework, it just means that we've got lots of eyes sort of locked in on what we're doing, which actually makes what we do a lot easier. All right, so down to the 15-minute chart, let's have a quick look. All right, see that minus 13 rated static bar reversal short? No, sorry, SBR long. I have a sneaking suspicion these guys are marking around a 60-minute chart Fibonacci. Let's have a look. All right, as they normally do. No, they're not. It's a 15-minute fib then. It's going to be a little bit tighter. Now, this is only, guys, this is only as a reference point. That's what they're doing. All right, that's what they're doing right there. Okay, perfect. So we've got them mapped. So again, guys, what we'll do today, shout out to Cody yesterday. Very, very difficult trading session yesterday. And we managed to go okay. I had, guys, again, I've been very clear with you guys in the LTR. I had a copy trade issue yesterday. Guys, copy trade software was not having a good day. It's not having a good day. So I was very, very excited to tell all of you that I am now working with TTP for my funding, guys, and I'm anticipating that's going to go very, very well. Let me tell you. All right, so guys, we've got a minute until the gun goes. There is going to be a Fibonacci extension here. This would only those people that trade the opening candle, guys. There will be a Fibonacci extension here. Fibonacci extension looks like that. The 133 actually takes us down to that blue 38 Fibonacci there. MDI angle, guys, really important, guys, over 80 degrees. That means that our preference, unless we get a dual market failure, guys, dual market failure, our preference will be swing triggers short, efficient candles short. They're incredible today, guys, particularly if the S&P decides to run to the downside. So I have got the S&P on another screen. And we're going to do, guys, we're going to do our best. Guys, we're going to do our best today. And again, if there's any questions, hit me up around 40 minutes into the session, guys, and let's watch for candle twitching. Watch for the twitch. We have gaps to close to the high side today. Nice gaps to close to the high side. Okay. We've already gone climactic. All right. So my Fibonacci just got cooked, but that's okay. They're chasing that 15-minute swing trigger. We're not going to take the 15-minute chart trade, guys. So we're not going to take the 15-minute chart trade until we have permission from the FESX, which we don't have. At the moment, guys, the only trade that is setting up, guys, is a 50 fib reversal. Now we're very early in the opening candle. Buyers own this, so you are looking for shorts, but guys, but we don't normally pick up a trade, guys, until at least the first 60 seconds of the opening candle, please. All right, now let's find out what game they're playing Fibonacci-wise. All right, S&P 500 is buying. Right, so what the FESX may be doing, let me just have a quick look. Oops. Okay. Nope. No, don't do that, please. Where's my chart gone? Give me my chart back. I'll just leave that alone. I don't know what that's going to do, so I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it. So at this stage, guys, opening candle traders, again, we're just waiting for absolute evidence that these guys are going to fail. At the moment, the buyers are really strong. Guys, the buyers are really strong, but the FESX is running out of steam at multiple pivots. So, guys, if you trade the opening candle, obviously we've pushed up to the 76 Fibonacci's. I know some of you don't mind trading off the evil twins. The backup trade, guys, is to actually trade underneath the 61.8. So underneath the 61.8, only if you are an opening candle trader. Your volatility says, guys, you'd be looking for a 5-point risk control. So a 5-point risk control. And again, I'd be looking for around about a 20 to 25 point first target. For those that don't trade the opening candle, guys, then again, please don't FOMO this. Please don't FOMO this as in fear of missing out. If you are a 76 Fibonacci trader, guys, and you did look for, again, the 4-point algorithm, if you've gone short under the 76, well done. If you're short under the 61.8, guys, if you're a Fibonacci-based trader, you'd be short at 934. Guys, your first target would be 929, and that's obviously been paid. Now you guys would be looking to try and push for longer range targets, but you'd make sure you've got no risk on the trade, right? For those that are not 100% sure about what we do, we control our risk quickly and we let the profit run, as we let the profit run. Now, we also don't, for those couple of new names in the session today, guys, we don't enter trades in the last 90 seconds of a candle unless it is a pivot-based reversal. So as we basically count down, what we're now looking for, guys, so that 76.8 Fibonacci reversal short is triggered again. Is what we're now looking for ultimately is this candle. It would be really smart if we get a lovely climactic close on this candle. Then we're looking for, because we've got no pivots to reverse off, guys, we're looking for the buyers to push up, fail at a known area. Fibonacci is fine. Guys, and we're looking for permission from the FESX. So again, let's just see what we've got. Looks like the FESX is failing, guys, really well. All right, super key 60-minute low. So they're pushing up into this key low, guys, and that's failing very badly. That key low was obviously reinforced by the open as well. So again, guys, please don't enter in the last 90 seconds. Please don't enter in the last 90 seconds. Now, let's just watch these guys climb. So we are going to pick up a climactic reversal. Guys, there could be an opportunity if you trade climactic reversals. Guys, I'll keep an eye on this candle. If it is an efficient candle, all right, so if we get the strength indicator underneath the candle, that means that we absolutely must have a higher high on the climactic reversal. If it's a climactic candle, guys, with no strength rating underneath it, then if we get any sort of little flash of buying that fails, we can then jump on a short for those that trade it. Now, if the FESX gets over the pivot, guys, if we get over the pivot over here, that's going to put a dampener on short on the FDAX. Okay, so again, if these guys want to close their gap, what have they done? It's definitely a close over, guys. So, okay, wow. So we've closed over, guys, we've closed over, we've hit the pre-top, then we've come back the other way. Now, what it means for the FDAX traders, guys, if you waited for the buyers to push up to the open and you've gone short underneath the open because this candle is not a strong candle, guys, you would be entering the market around the 960 mark and you would be looking for a 10-point first target and risk control. So if you guys are short at 960, your first target is 950. Now talk about, guys, putting a kibosh on any shorts on the FDAX. If the FESX closes above its pivot there, then hits another pivot and rebounds back down, the shorts on the FDAX are okay to trade. Right? So if you are short on the open, guys, you're short around the 960 mark, you've traded a climactic reversal, guys, on the FDAX, you've waited for the opening candle to close. That Delta V2 on FDAX is also tradable short at 943. Guys, if you are going to go short at 943, it's a 5-point first target, please. You guys have got to keep an eye on the 50 fib of the micro trend, which is down here. So if you are short at 943, guys, if you are short at 943, if you are a Delta trader and you're short at 943, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's inside the risk profile, as it is inside the risk profile. What we've got to be careful of is with the FESX pushing back down to its open, the initial trade, guys, off the open was okay. I would not enter the open trade again until we have permission from the FESX. So if you did enter on the open, guys, you've gone very, very well. We do have to keep an eye on this FESX. Okay, so let's keep an eye on what they're doing. Now, where's my little chat gone? Dan, how are you? So Dan G, you got 6, 11, and 21 off the 76s. Okay, mate, great trade. Well done, well done, well done, well done. Guys, notice that 4-point algorithm. Guys, I can run you through it in the hub tonight. The 4-point algorithm, really, really powerful little algo, guys, for pulling the opening candle apart. It's really, really quite an important little way of pulling it apart. Now, another little earthquake warning's gone off. Right? So not a big one, but they are here. Now the buyers, guys, the buyers pushing up here. So the buyers, we are at this stage. I'm keeping a very close eye on the FESX, guys, because the 960, those buyers don't take off on the FESX. What we're going to do, guys, we've only got 2 minutes to go on the candle. You can go short again at 960 if you're happy with the fact the buyers are running out of steam on the FESX. So if you are going to go short at 960, guys, this is the second time we've gone short at 960. May I suggest a 10-point first target of 950, right? You've just gone through that. Flip side, guys, if you are short again at 960, so it's a pivot-based reversal. We waited for the higher high, we went short. Now we've gone higher again and we've come short again. Buyers are clearly running out of steam, guys, buyers are clearly running out of steam on the FESX. Guys, last 90 seconds or so, if we do get the buyers on the FDAX completely failing, well done. If we do get the buyers completely failing on the FESX, guys, we are going to pick up a really lovely ratio trade, which is what we're doing in the hub tonight, guys. How to deal with volatility. That's what we're going to be doing tonight. So with 56 seconds to go, guys, at this stage, what have we got? it's kind of, guys, it's kind of all over to the FESX at this stage. We're getting a really lovely burnout here, guys, on the 15-minute chart. That really lovely burnout. Okay. All right. FESX, what are you doing? Yeah, guys, so yesterday, again, shout out to Cody. He did an incredible job yesterday. Easy peasy, mate. Easy peasy. So, guys, Cody did an incredible job yesterday. And one of the reasons I wanted to compliment him in this session, guys, is that typically yesterday, guys, I was meant to run the LTR, got caught with a furniture delivery. But long story short, guys, is that the algorithm we're going to be going through tonight is the perfect algorithm for volatility. Okay, we've got a really lovely ratio-based entry here, guys, on the FDAX. If you can sell the market short on one of the deltas, then it is a valid trade. The risk on the lowest delta, that red delta, is a little bit too high for most people. Right? So the risk is a little bit too high. Now, again, if we were to get buyers climbing back up this candle, it is a race trade. Guys, we've just got to watch our risk. All right, so if the buyers do climb back up, so let's have a quick look. Whoopsie, no, that's not what I wanted. So if the buyers do climb back up, if the buyers do climb back up this candle and fail at Fibonacci, guys, and the failure is really obvious. It'd be amazing if it was here, but I think that's asking too much. I'm looking for one of these deltas, guys. I'm looking for one of these deltas. The lowest delta is okay to trade, guys. It's okay to trade. The risk is a little bit up there, though. Now, that entry point is at 938. Guys. So if you have gone short at 938, as you're looking for either a 5 or 10 point target, you want them to push through the 50 fib of the day. If they push through the 50 fib, it's going to go a long way. If they don't, though, you will have controlled your risk already. Okay. So if you are on that delta, guys, at 938, if you are on the delta, okay, then you're looking for a 5 or a 10 point target, right? So just reiterating again, guys, entry point is 938. Now, if the buyers push in, guys, let me get rid of a Fibonacci here. No, I'm not going to get rid of a Fibonacci. I'm going to change its color. All right, if we push higher, guys, all right. If we do push higher, oh, no, come on, push higher. Come and get me up. Come up here, please. Up here. that would, come on, Tiger. It's not going to play the game. No, the FESX is buying back into pivots. If you are short on the delta, at 938, guys, you're looking for a 5 point or a 10 point target. The reason being is that we're actually using the pivots on the FESX to support the lower FDAX delta. All right, now, what's our time? Time's okay. So if you are short, guys, if you have gone short on the lowest of those deltas, it's obviously gone through its target. I was trying to get a bit of a cheeky retrace to pick up these higher deltas. Why? I want to be further away from the 50 of the day. I want the delta, particularly those V2s. I want the V2 delta because that's where the instos are selling. And I want to join the instos as they sell, basically. Now, if I've got anybody short, guys, probably one of the hardest sessions I've, it was a shocker, Cody. Like it was a shocker. And guys, but a really good lesson that came out of yesterday. Again, I put it out on Instagram. Every time we got a ratio drop and then we entered outside the range of the candle, either using a delta or just the body of the candle by itself, there were 3 alarmingly good trades yesterday. Now, Cody did an incredible job, guys. He called more than that. Man, these guys are going to tank. He called more than that, which is really good fun, guys. But the mathematics of what we do is really, really, really simple, guys. And if the markets are ever volatile, just let the candle close. Use this. Natasha, 10 and 25. That's a great result, Natasha. That's a great result. So, guys, if you're short on the delta, it's a ratio-based trade. It's exactly what we were talking about, guys, when we came into the session today. If you're short on the delta, well done. Some of you may have picked up the open-based reversal at the top. Okay, you may have picked that up. Guys, now we're waiting for the candles to settle. before we make a decision on what these guys are likely to do. This Fibonacci I can now turn upside down. Have I got Nathan or any of the experienced traders? Is anybody short on either the ratio trade or the delta? And are you trying to hold for a longer range here? Oh my gosh. The S&P is absolutely tanking. Exactly what we're looking for. Nathan is short. Okay. So mate, what we want you to do is we want you to hold short, right? So those experienced traders who are short, we want you to hold short, please. We need to get under the 50 fib on the 4-hour chart. Guys, we're not going to go long off that unless we have agreement from the, we're not going to go long off that unless we have agreement from the FESX. This is a monster sell down. Guys, a monster sell down. What have we got? Okay. If just hold on one sec, please. Hold on one sec. Okay, I'm just logging in, guys. I'm just logging into the other live trading room to see what they're doing with that S500 short. It looks like, guys, there's some pretty good results coming through, which is brilliant. Now, what can we do? Guys, we're into the lower OSR. Okay, we're into the lower OSR on the FESX and the DAX. So what we're going to need is we're going to need the sellers to push down. All right, we need the sellers to push down well below the lower OSR to pick up a really lovely trade. Now the backup trade, guys, the backup trade for the FTAX traders, if these guys push down, if these guys push down through the lower OSR, effectively fail at the pre-bottom, the backup, see the 88.6 Fibonacci. As we're looking for an entry at, call it 889. We don't have the criteria to enter just yet. We don't have the criteria to enter. Okay, so now we're just waiting, right? We're just waiting. Now that was a really, really lovely sell down. Guys, effectively what's occurred on the FESX is, again, the buyers tried to push the market to close on the open. Guys, they failed at that very, very key 60-minute level we spoke about, also yesterday's low. So what it ultimately means, guys, is the FESX has basically tried to reload. We basically tried to reload a daily swing trigger short. Now, if that can't reload properly, particularly if it can't reload on the S&P 500, then we're going to pick up a really lovely long, right? There's no doubt about that. All right, so let's just wait. Okay, so Nath, you're short from the pre-top. Okay, so that would make fantastic trade. Well done. Well done, well done, well done. Right, so let's just wait, guys. We're not missing out on anything. There's one thing about volatility, it's very, very easy to just push the button. Literally, you think you're missing out. Again, we're not missing out. Let's have a look here. Right, so the S&P 500, guys, at the moment is trying to push back into the Asian low and also trying to get over its support level, and that's not going very well for it. So look at the response on the European markets the moment the S&P fails. And the S&P just failed royally. Guys, just failed royally. What does that mean, guys? That means we're probably going to see some more selling. As if we do get an efficient candle, so we're just cruising through the last 90 seconds. If we do get an efficient candle, we're not going to get an efficient candle. If we close, guys, if we close below the lower OSR and below the pre-bottom, then we're looking to go short to the S2, right? Now, if we hold above the lower OSR, so let's say the market freezes like that at the end of this candle, what we're then looking for is the sellers to move down, create a lower low, and we're still looking at 88.6 Fibonacci reversal. Still looking at the same thing. Now, for the let's have a look here. And you see how there's all this buyer hesitation? There's lots of buyer hesitation in the market. That's simply because they don't think they've got the fuel, particularly with the FESX in a daily swing trigger short. Easy. Mate, that's better than nothing, mate. Better than nothing. Now, at this stage, so we've pushed below the OSR. Let's have a look and see what these guys do. All right. So at this stage, for the FTX traders, I need the sellers to push down a little bit, guys. I'm looking for this 88.6 Fibonacci reversal. Okay. So I'm happy to enter as high as 890. I just want these guys. Okay. I just want these guys to get down, guys. I want to pick. Don't you run without me, please. If you are long, guys, if you're long over that 88.6, all right, you're looking at a 10-point first target, nice 25-point second target. Man, oh man, oh man, that's exactly what I wanted them to do. It's exactly what I wanted them to do. Okay. So FESX, guys, looks like it might be failing to hold its daily swing trigger that we spoke about earlier. If I've got anybody long, guys, off the lower OSR, if I have got anybody long off the lower, it is an incredible trade. A V2 delta here, guys, a green delta would be okay. The risk is a little bit over. In fact, the risk is over our profile. I won't say a little bit over the profile. If you did get long, guys, where I wanted to get long, it's me probably talking too loud, MJ. It could be me talking too loud because I'm getting excited. So let me talk softer. Nathan, you ended up with 6, 12, 21, and 90 on your short. That's a very big result, mate. Dan, you got 6, 11, and 21 off the SBR. Well done, mate. So you've basically taken the 88.6 Fibonacci reversal complemented by great ratios. So that's a huge trade. Like, massive well done, Dan. Massive well done. For everybody else, guys, I didn't get picked up where I wanted to get picked up, so I'm not going to chase the market. Guys, I'll just move this microphone, guys, a little bit further away because I think I'm getting a little bit too loud. I could put a little fluffy cover on it, which might make it a little bit better. Now, for me to get filled, guys, where I want to get filled, I would need the sellers to now move back down. Yeah, huge. Yeah, well done. It's brilliant. I would need the sellers to move back down. Guys, go well below our entry point. I don't want to enter in the last 90 seconds. So effectively, I now have to, so I'm just watching the clock count down. I still haven't gone low enough. I really need to get down here. Double bottom, I'd be happy with. If we do touch, guys, the lowest OSR, and then I got a V2 delta right where my right where my arrow is, I'd be happy with a V2 long there, no question. What I don't want to do, guys, after the market has already gone through a 20-point target, is to put you long unless we are 100% certain that we're good to go. Now, I'm going to say the lower OSR today is reinforced by the green 50 fib. We spoke about this at the start of the session. Don't. It's almost like it came back down, invited every one of us to re-enter at exactly the right price. Dearie me. Okay, I may have been a little bit skittish on that one, guys. All I was looking for, though, is a really nice little lower low and then a boom. And then we could all be long at exactly the price I gave you at 8, 9. All right, so last 90 seconds, guys, last 90 seconds. Right, so if you did, so you guys, some of you picked up some great trades. Dan, you've picked up a number of really good trades, which is fantastic. Right. Big well done. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So last 90 seconds, guys. So please don't put a trade on. I don't put a trade on in the last 90 seconds, guys. I love being filled in like the first 30 seconds. You know, perfect trade, great maths. If the candle closes like that, guys, in 27 seconds or so, then we get a really nice little retrace and then a really lovely rejection. It's actually a static bar reversal long. If we do get a nice retrace and we do get a nice rejection, we could look for a body entry. My preference will always be for a lower low. Nice, always be for a lower low. And I'm watching the FESX for guidance. Right, so I'm watching the FESX for guidance. Okay. Ah dear. Okay. If we sell down, guys, I'm looking for an entry for me personally at 895. I need to sell down below 895. I need to sell down below 895. I need to then have the seller's push down, get absolutely punished, guys, and then I'm looking to trade a retracement style entry, guys, off the body of the static bar reversal. Right now, again, for those that wait for a lower low, guys, we're looking for the lower low or a double bottom, guys, or a double bottom. If we do get down here, guys and girls, it is offering a better entry on the 88.6 Fibonacci. So there is a better entry here potentially. Now, if you are going to trade, guys, if you are going to trade the lower low off the OSR with the 88.6 Fibonacci entry, I've just been skipped on the 88.6 Fibonacci entry. That's okay, guys. I'm going to take my order off because the market has already passed my ATM point. Okay. At this stage, guys, first target's out for me at 22,900. So my 5-point target is out. My trailing stop has just been taken out. If your trailing stop has not been taken out, guys, I'm long at 895. First target was taken out at 22,900. We hit 10 points. My trailing stop was taken out at 22,900. So if you are long, guys, if you are long as a ratio-based SBR, geez, nice work. Geez is beating me, guys. It's very embarrassing. If you are, guys, you waited for the lower low, you could have picked up the 88.6. All right, I got skipped on my entry, so I have my backup entry was the static bar reversal. Again, guys, it's a ratio trade. It's exactly what we're doing in the hub meeting tonight. All right, so Josh, well done, mate. Great to have you back in the LTR, mate. Very excited for you. Guys, we've got young Natasha back in the LTR. Tash, we're on the phone. Tash, do you go with Tash or do you not like Tash? Because some Natashas don't like Tash. I could have got myself in trouble there. Natasha, guys, Natasha and I have a call tomorrow. Good with Tash? Okay, awesome. So as anybody that's trading today, guys, that lower OSR, so that lower OSR trade, absolutely perfect trade, like mathematically brilliant trade. There is no question about that. The beauty of a mathematically brilliant trade, we waited 25 minutes to pick up a stunning trade, and everybody that's taken that stunning trade has been paid. All right, so I think that's really exciting. If you are going to hold the lower OSR reversal, guys, if you are going to hold the lower OSR reversal, I just picked up the 895 entry again myself. So I'm sitting at 1400 US. Ooh, I'm going to have to be very careful. I say that I might offend my new funding partner because you can only make 40% of your account in a day. Oh dear, I think I'm going to get a speeding ticket on my first day. Oh dear. Oh dear. I might have just got myself a speeding ticket. All right, so anyone who's long, so last 90 seconds, 40% consistency rule, Roger, I'm all over it. What's 40% of 6,000? I think I might be okay. Guys, I really enjoy this when we focus on closed candles and ratios. Can everybody see how simple this becomes? It's just brilliant. I'm using a 5-point first target, 25-point second target, and I've got to say that floats my boat versus put everything on 25 and see if you can get a big move. MJ, isn't it 40% of the account? No, it's 40%, mate, of your profit target. So if your profit target is $3,000, you can't make more than 40% of $3,000 in one day. Otherwise, you get in trouble. Yeah, so we don't want anyone getting in trouble, guys. Don't want anyone getting in trouble. Now, as we're gearing up for shorts, if we close under the S2 and the FESX closes under the pre-bottom, which they have not. Yeah, Breezy, I think I'm going to get a speeding ticket, mate. That's all right. All they do is increase my profit target a little bit. That's all they do. But I am absolutely dead set. I'm going to get on that TTP leaderboard, guys, just young Caleb did, and I'm going to have a ball. Okay, we have a lower low, guys. We have a lower low. We have an S2 reversal. Now, that is a double failure reversal, right? If you trade double failure reversals, then you are quite an advanced trader. It's okay for you to be long. For the junior traders, we're waiting for static entries again, or a delta V2, Now we're in Twitter land now, guys. 35 minutes into the session. This is where the market got spanked yesterday by Donald Trump. No offense to Donald Trump, but he should probably stop sending tweets out when we're trading. So just watch for the twitching. For the static entry traders, guys, you're not in. If you are a DFR reversal trader, guys, your volume is good, your volatility is dropping. So if you are long, guys, over the top of the S2 at even 58, guys, or 59, I would have a 5-point first target, cut all my risk, and have a target, guys, a longer range target back up at the open, please. So if you are a lower low, though, this is classic Cody, guys. When we get them, they're incredible. If you trade a lower low off a pivot, when you've got the FESX doing exactly the same thing, then that is that's a double failure reversal with a lower low. That is the kind that I would be happy for you to trade if you were fast enough to get the entry, because you have an identical FESX signal. As if the FESX did not agree, I would definitely not be sending you guys long on the DAX. All right, we're watching. So I believe at this point in time, guys, is it fair to say, just for my stats, we've had one trade. So we had a trade at the top. Then a number of you grabbed that delta. Tash in particular absolutely nailed it. Natasha, where are you based? Where are you based? Are you're Australia? So there's no such thing as a Natasha contract blocking. So hang on, Natasha, Brizzy. Okay. Tambourine. Oh, what's a beautiful spot to go paragliding. Natasha in Queensland. All right. I'm just going to make mention of you in the video today, going Natasha in Queensland belted this exact trade. Well done, Natasha. Okay, if we've got anybody long, Tambourine. Oh man, there's a little German restaurant up on Mount Tambourine. There's a little German restaurant. Now I don't know if it's still there, guys, but I did an escape and evasion exercise at Canungra at the Jungle Warfare Training Center. And I was basically stuck in a cage and poked with a stick for 4 days and so on and so forth. But that's just military training. Oh, that's awesome, guys. So, guys, interesting point. My first meal after being stuck in a cage and poked with a stick for 4 days and denied food and so on and so forth. My first meal was a lamb shank in that German restaurant at the Mount Tambourine by myself with a bottle of red wine. I don't know if it was the 4 day of no food or the 4 days of no sleep or being stuck in a cage and poked with a stick. I don't know what it was, but that lamb shank was the best lamb shank I've ever had. Might have been the wine. 4 days of no food. Oh man, it was so good, and I spent hours eating it. It was so good. All right, don't need a Fibonacci at the top. Do want to look at escape and evasion from my ex-wife. Breezy, escape and evasion from your ex, and you're still hiding, mate. Lamb shank, escape and evasion. Lamb shank is the key to escape and evasion. There is no doubt. Lamb shank and red wine. Absolutely. All right, what have we got, guys? 15 seconds. We are okay. Let's watch very closely. What's the FESX doing? What's my S&P 500 doing? Okay, we have no trades. Please don't run S&P. S&P, what is you doing? No, S&P's below, Asian's low. Shout out to Tim, guys. Tim's in the webinar with us today. Mate, these indicators that you coded up are absolutely brilliant. My God, they make, no offense to God, of course, they make it so much easier to trade when you've got to the second information about what other people are thinking. So shout out to Tim, guys. He's with us today. Danilo, hope you're well, mate. Have a fantastic day. Rog, the lamb shank was cooked. So there was 2 lamb shanks. There was 2 lamb shanks on a bed of mashed potato with a lot of butter, and I think they were cooked for about 8 hours. So, in fact, we might have to go back there. What if when we head back to Australia? It'd be great if we could combine it with a paraglide. Dinella, have a great day, mate. I hope you're fantastic. I hope you're also profitable. I hope you're profitable. Okay, +5, +2, ATM, OSR, Giz. Well done. Now, at this stage, guys, I'm waiting for permission to get another trade. So far, guys, I'm not going to call. I'm not going to call. No, not today. Okay, mate, we need to work on that. Guys, I'm not going to, because I didn't call this trade fast enough, all right, so that DFR off the lower OSR, I'm not going to put that in my stats. Breezy, your KPI, yeah, mate. So I've done 1421, so 1421 US. In my copy accounts, I've done 1300 and 1700. So I'm guaranteed to get a speeding ticket, but it's a good speeding ticket. I shouldn't say that, should I? You know what's going to happen, right? So, yes, suffice to say, I'm switching, as you know, guys, I'm switching funding partners. Very excited to be tinkering with TTP. And my goal is to get on the TTP leaderboard. So any of you that are with TTP, guys, it'd be really awesome. Like Caleb did it last month, guys, to get up on the leaderboard. That just shows, I think it shows brilliance personally. I think it's fantastic. Now, I can't give you another trade. Guys, I don't have certainty at this point, as in I know what I'm looking at, but the FESX has gone into blah mode. So we'll just wait. Guys, I'm going to write us down so far for 3 potential trades. I'm not going to include the double failure reversal off the OSR because I didn't call it correctly. So I'm going to say we've got 3 trades, not 4. Some of you have got 4 trades and you've killed it, which is fantastic. So now I move this mic a little bit further away, guys. Is it, MJ, is my mic bouncing or is it now a little bit normal? It's good now. Okay. All right. So I've, as you guys know, guys, new setup down here, new microphone. The whole intent is I can move my head around and look at different markets and different charts. Look at other LTRs as well, and make sure that my voice doesn't drop in and out.
NASDAQ's 5-minute candle close in 60
Okay.
seconds.
So at this stage, guys, last 90 seconds, there is a lower low S2 reversal. We are in the last 90 seconds, so I would wait for the candle to close and then look for an entry. We've got no fibs in the way. What we don't want is we don't want the FESX to close below its lower OSR. Right, what are you guys doing? So guys, so notice on the way down, we've got V2 selling deltas, no V2 buying deltas. It just gives you an idea. There's no institutions that are interested in buying this yet. The Instos got on it here with these V3 deltas just here. So Bomba, that series there, that triple. So they were on it on the opening candle, but since then there's no institutional buying. So I think they're waiting to see what the FESX does. Okay. What have we got here? What have we got here? Okay. The only trade, guys, the only trade I can offer you is an S2 reversal or a 4-point. Was that Twitch? Are these twitching? Did you see that? Is Trump out of bed 5 minutes late, is he? Just watch. When the market went manic for Cody yesterday. Yeah, it's twitching. So they're sending tweets out again. I don't have Twitter. So let me just keep an eye on the world. Are we twitching? Hold on.
Missed that one. It's focusing over here on the 75 and the S.
All right. So I suggest at this stage, guys, I think we've picked up 3 trades. I did pick this one. I put me a little bit over my my rev limiter for the day, but I reckon we've had 3 good trades today, and now we're just waiting. We're waiting for the FESX. So if there's any questions at all, now's a really good time to ask. Okay, I've got nothing. So nothing coming through that is of a surprise. S&P's gone to sleep. Nasdaq's gone to sleep. I was watching the other trading room as well. They've actually had a really good. It looks like they've had a really good session so far. So the other trading room guys, the Nasdaq trading room, picked up that big short on the S&P and the Nasdaq simultaneously. So the FESX short here. So that short, they picked that up. Obviously, it went very well on the US markets because the US markets are still, they're still in daily short mode. Okay, they're still in daily short mode. Now we wait, guys. Now we wait. So if there are any questions, Remy, how are you, mate? We're just talking about the other trading room. It looks like it's gone quite well. Yeah, looks like it's gone well, which is always good fun. Always good fun. Yep, I can see your results over there. So you've had a reasonable day, mate, which is exciting. Guys, and I got my first thank you, guys. I got my first thank you today on the 2026 101 course. It was only up for about 3 hours, and I got a thank you message. So for those that are not aware, your 2026 101 is in your members area, as promised, by the end of March, as promised. And again, if I was going to do chapters, guys, I'd focus on the static and live market replay chapters. I'd focus on the OSR chapter and the Delta V3 chapter. So I'd focus on the second, the final third of the course is where all the juicy stuff is. Yeah, that's where all the cool stuff is. All right, now we're waiting, guys. We're literally about to roll into the last 15 minutes. So the only thing we can take is a pivot-based reversal. The only thing we can take is, Natasha, your timing coming back to trading is impeccable with an upgraded course. you couldn't have timed it better. Couldn't have timed it better. Now at this stage, guys, no trades. No trades. Let me double check. Sounds like an F-35, guys, taking off. As the Air Force Base, Kadena Air Force Base, is about 8 kilometers as the crow flies from us. About 8 kilometers. And we can hear the F-35s taking off. That's how loud they are, 8 Ks away. They're so loud. So loud. Okay, we are going to pick up a short. Guys, now, the deal with the short is it's a pivot-based trade because we've got agreement from both European markets, provided they stay under their pivots. Now, last 15, mate, it's the only thing we're allowed to trade as a pivot-related short. Now, guys, don't you run without us, please. The buyers have got to show first. Guys, the buyers have got to show first. And again, the risk is beyond most risk profiles. Remy, perfect, mate. Perfect. Yeah, I'll be in the webinar 30 minutes, mate, after the LTR today. So, guys, we've had a reasonable session so far. What it ultimately means is, again, if you do want to sell the FDAX, guys, it is a valid short. Your entry point, guys, is 832. The risk is beyond our normal risk profile. And we are in the last 15 minutes. Now, it is a pivot-based trade, or pivot-related trade. It is mathematically valid. The risk, though, may keep some traders out of the trade. And the beauty of that is, again, if they don't tank, they're going to turn around and go back the other way. And when they go back the other way, it should be really good fun. Okay, so at this stage, those last 15 minutes, risk is very high. If they can't hold, if the FESX guys can't hold below its pre-bottom, if it can't hold below the pre-bottom, we are going to go back the other way. All right, so let's just keep an eye on what they're doing. We've got a team of F-35. F-35s down here fly in pairs, so they always take off in twos. So we've just had another double team of F-35s take off. They're incredibly fast aircraft. It's just amazing. Now, has anybody got any questions? I do believe today has been a successful day so far. Guys, it has been a successful day. That kind of retrace, guys, that kind of buyer retrace normally means if the buyers push up like that and then they fail badly, then they fill a sell order, we're going to go further to the downside. Excuse me, interesting point. If we get a really nice retrace there and we don't get a violent rejection, then it means that the traders globally are looking to reverse. That would mean a close back over to. Right, see that rejection? Guys, if you did want a sell order, you would now put your sell order on. It'd be very interesting to see what happens here. Push, retrace, reject. That Delta V2 is in an incredible spot. Again, it may be beyond your risk profile. So if you've had a really good trading day, you don't want to go and take an over risk. Right? It's what most people do, guys. It's what most people do in volatility until they learn the lesson of don't take over risk trades, and then they stop doing it. All right, lots of air activity, guys. Lots of helicopters taking off. They look like Apache gunships. Okay, Now, guys, if you waited for the retrace and the rejection on the FDAX and then you sold that Delta V2 with a volatility of 40, guys, you've obviously gone beyond your first target. There is no doubt about that. If you waited for the retrace and rejection, guys, it's gone really well. If it's over your risk, then leave it alone. We'll come back in about 10 minutes on the turn. You see how easy it is if you wait for the retrace and then you watch the rejection. You say, right, now I'm putting my order on. It's very hard to get caught on the wrong side of the market if you use that mechanical approach. MJ, your question, yes. Your question that came in 5 minutes ago. CEO, mate, CEO, yes. Good question. Yeah, the big kahuna. Yeah, kahuna. Yeah, so Sally, guys, Sally, who's joined our Samurai team, is a very, 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 very highly respected person in many circles, and she is passionate about learning to trade and spreading what we do. So that's exciting. Okay, we are firmly in the last 15. As we are firmly in the last 15 minutes. Again, no new signals. No new signals. Time for drinks and so on. I would suggest, as the way the market is moving, the sellers are running out of steam. Let's S&P 500. Yeah, sellers have run out of steam. So if we do pick up a recovery trade, or a turn of the hour style trade, it's probably going to be a really good one, and it's probably going to be one of our last trades. It's probably one of our last trades. Now, that being said, let's just see what these guys do. Are there any questions at all, guys, about anything? Andy, how are you, mate? Butter chicken. Oh, butter chicken. That is one of my favorites, mate. Butter chicken. And lamb marsala. Lamb marsala. I discovered that in Japan. Yeah, I don't mind lamb marsala, mate. Butter chicken's a classic, isn't it? I don't know how traditional Indian it is. I think it might be a bit Western Indian. I've never actually asked the question. But I think it could be a little bit Western influenced, mate. It might be making, yeah. Yes. I don't know. I don't study the origin of Indian food. I do like eating it though. Yes, Breezy, you've probably nailed today. Absolutely. Yeah. 10.5 hours of planning and then 1 hour of execution. That sounds like professional traders. 10.5 days and 10.5 hours entertaining yourself all day to then come in and do what we do and then run away and avoid the temptation to trade again. Absolutely. All right, now guys, we're looking at a 4-point turning bar. We're looking at a 4-point turning bar long on both markets simultaneously. Now, ironically, the only trade we can trade in the last 15 minutes is a pivot-related trade. And again, if we get a 4-point turning bar long if we get a 4-point turning bar long on both European markets simultaneously and they meet that 4-point algorithm perfectly, then it is a valid trade. No question about that. 100% valid. And look what it's going to give us. Now it's not for 90. It's not for 90 seconds. Yeah, okay, we lost control of the 15-minute chart. That's what's going on. So again, guys, we are let's let them come to us. That's what we always do. Let them come to us. it looks like we are going to pick up a trade.
Try and wake myself up with a bit of caffeine and sugar.
Let's just watch very careful. S&P is buying really nicely, guys. Delta V2s triggering on S&P. So there's institutional interest in reversing the market now. Studied hard at work, but forgot the beach was in the background. Breezy, I love it. All right, now with that said, Andre, how are you, mate? 4-point turning bar, but increasing territory on decreasing volume. It must be off a known psychological area, and it must close outside the range of the previous candle. Now, again, mate, in saying that, many traders around the world use the wrong pivot files. There's four mathematically popular pivot files. 3 of them are actually wrong. So you've got to be very careful. When I say 4-point turning bar, you've got to make sure you're reversing off the right set of pivots. The Ninja Trader pivots, bless their cotton socks, the Ninja Trader pivots are actually incorrect. The free pivots are not mathematically correct. I have brought up with them many times, and then they're not interested in changing them. So you just got to make sure your pivots are correct. So it's got 5 minutes until the turn of the hour. Again, it's looking a lot like the sellers are going to sell down here. So we're not going long, guys. It is a valid 4-point turning bar, but it doesn't meet the criteria on the FESX. So just so you guys know, the FESX blew its volume. So again, it's not a 4-point turning bar. FDAX has got a 4-point turning bar. If we both had 4-point turning bars, guys, and we closed over the pivot, I would love to be long, but again, we can't break the algo because the algo was tested and proven without humans being a variable. And it's amazing how many variables humans can add into trading. So we're not going to break the rules. We've had a good session, guys. I think we've had a good session so far. My stats would suggest we're sitting at 100% strike rate, which is what a whole lot of people tell us we do. But they've been telling me that for a long time. And at the moment, we're doing okay. Guys, we're doing okay. Man, this is going to go so far. This is going to go so far. Dearie me. Don't. If you just waited 5 minutes, FDAX. Now, we could get a second tier reversal. That would be incredible. Yeah, S&P, guys, the delta on S&P 500 at 99.25 has already gone through its 20-tick target. So we just wait, guys. Now, it's a little bit annoying. It's a little bit annoying when the market does move without you. Again, I have stopped just pushing the button, guys. I used to chase trades. I don't know if anyone has ever done that. You've chased a trade like, oh my gosh, they're taking off without me. I'll just push the button. I don't know if anybody else has done that. Generally speaking, I've had again, very bad results. Very bad results. So I just don't do it anymore. Maybe I'm the only person in the world that does that. Yeah, when you're yeah, you would exactly right, mate. You normally push the button because you've either missed a valid trade or you're at the end of the run and you're like, oh, you know what, it's going to keep going, and yet you are good. When you get emotional, you get completely oblivious to what the market's actually telling you. Like the market's screaming at you to say, no, we're finished here. So that's why I think it's important, guys, to have KPIs in place. And you hit your KPI, even if you say, you know what, KPI is $1,000 or $500 US. Doesn't matter what it is. But as soon as you hit your KPI, done. Yeah, %, mate, same algo. It would be very impressive if it was. There was a 4-point turning bar on the NASDAQ 4-point turning we're on the NASDAQ 60-minute chart about 5 days ago, and it went 1,200 ticks. 1,200. It's like, really? And most NASDAQ traders are stoked with 20 or 40, and this one went 1,200. All right, so as we're rolling towards the close of the hour, at this stage, my preference...
Candle close in 60 seconds.
He's going to be running through this tonight, running through the deltas tonight.
Hang on, guys. They're talking about the hub meeting. Yeah, they're talking in the other trading room about what we're going to be doing in the hub meeting tonight, in the support meeting. All right, so we'll let the market close. Let the candle close. What we're ideally looking for, again, guys, you'll notice we start twitching in the last 30 seconds of the 60-minute close. That's the institutions coming in and putting their orders in to front run the new hour. So the FESX, normally the time in sales goes nuts with all the orders coming in. With all of that said, we are looking, guys, we're looking for a lower low. Guys, we're looking for a lower low. We've gapped up on both markets. We're inside the pre-bottom. Okay. What it means at this stage? What it means at this stage is we, in a perfect world, we need a sell down. Looking at what we're getting, just let them come, guys. Let them come. We've had a good day already, guys. So don't rush into the turn of the hour, please. Okay. Now there is. What have we? Okay. If we get well below, guys, if we get well below the S2, okay, there is an S2 reversal long. Now I would suggest an 860 entry. I would love to see the sellers come down a little, to see them get absolutely punished. This is perfect. This is perfect. So let them come down. And you want to see them get absolutely demolished. Okay, just watching the FESX for you. Okay, that's the first stage of the demolish. Okay, good. So second stage. Right, so the buyers are trying to defend that 76 fib. This candle's very strong. Right, so again, you would need, guys, if you're going to enter long at 860, right, you must now see the buyers absolutely demolish the sellers. You could be a bit cheeky, guys, and sit at 858, so 2 points over the S2. Now at this stage, just watch what they're doing. Look at the 15-minute chart, guys. So great observation, guys, about the 15-minute chart before, but the sellers have just demolished the last 15-minute buying candle, guys, in a quarter of the volume. A quarter of the volume. Now, mind you, if they run out of steam, guys, these sellers are going to pick up that S2 reversal and absolutely the buyers will pick up the S2 reversal and fly. Now, let's just see what they do. Guys, what you basically need, guys, to be really confident about that order is you don't want to get picked up in the last 90 seconds of the candle. You want to see these sellers push down like they're doing at the moment, and then you want to see them get visually whacked by the buyers. Like absolutely demolished. Now, at the moment, we're not getting demolished.
Over on ES, then,
right, there are buyers circling on the S&P. Right, so let's see if they're going to. Let's see if it's going to reflect across here. Very, very close to the last 90 seconds of this candle. So again, 860, 858 is the long, but if they start doing this, so really, really what you want them to do Right? So again, retrace through here, fail about here or here, guys, because the reason you want to do that, right, the reason you want to do that, in fact, the volatility arrows, this is 2007 stuff. I've just pushed the wrong button. But if they do that and they come back to there, they're likely to do this, which produces a huge trade. Right? But the lower they get, the worse this arrow becomes until now you're like, well, yeah, I'm not taking that. so again, it's just watch what they're doing. They'll always tell you what they're doing. Now, we are actually gearing up now for a big short. So obviously no one's been filled, guys, if you look for the push, retrace, reject. Now, again, sometimes the turn, guys, is 10 to 15 minutes into the hour. Yesterday, the turn was 25 minutes into the new hour. It turned and just bolted. Okay, see that buyer rejection? That's the buyer rejection you're looking for. So what does it mean? What does it mean? At this stage, look at this is perfect. If we get back above the S2, guys, if we close of the S2 on the FDAX, then we need the sellers to push down again, then come back through. Guys, there may be a Fibonacci trade on for the Fibonacci traders. That's your Fibonacci there. Okay, the only trade, guys, the only trade we can pick up is a 76.8 Fibonacci trade. Now, again, what I would really appreciate these guys doing is selling down, or don't you run, don't you. The backup trade was, but I didn't call it. I didn't call it. So I didn't call that. So you see, guys, you saw the buyers come in towards the end of that candle. That was very impressive. Either way, if they sold down a little bit below that 76.8, guys, we would just be belting it. Now, those Delta V3s, guys, the Delta V3s are tradable if you can hold the risk behind the candle. All right, now they are tradable if you can hold the risk behind the candle. Now, the flip side of that is the lower of the Delta V3s is carrying less risk, but it is assuming a close over a pivot. So how would I suggest you trade it? If the sellers push down like they're doing now, then the buyers come in and completely whack them. Then the delta is okay to trade. If that candle was to freeze like that over the S2 eyes in 3 minutes time, then absolutely brilliant. Now, there's nothing wrong with the lower Delta V3, guys, provided you're using a 5-point target or you can use a 5 and 25. Nothing wrong with that. But again, you would want to make sure as you've got some money off the market before the pre-bottom. Now, again, guys, if you're being very careful, we've obviously had a very good trading session today. Every trade we've taken, we've waited for the candle to close, and then we have taken a trade, which is a static style of trading, which is what I prefer, guys. It's a lot easier as a moderator to trade statically versus dynamically. If you are on the lower Delta V3, guys, if you are on that V3 at 869, your first is 7.4. So your first target is 7.4. That's an incredible 15-minute chart rejection, guys. So I would suggest this will eventually quite happily go back to the 50 fib of the day. No, we're just watching to see what they do. So static traders, we don't have an entry yet. Just watching what they're doing. So sellers own the stair step. There's no question about that. Sellers own the stair step. If the candle was to close like that in 2 minutes time, then the actual 5-minute chart candle will be very tradable with a seller retrace and rejection, and the Delta V3s would be the backup order, guys, if we can get over that S2. Right, if we can get over the S2. Now, this is setting up a Toby style reversal as well, guys. Now, a Toby style reversal, we'd have to get over the S2. Otherwise, we can't get stuck under the S2.
ES delta forming.
Right? Pivots are seen by lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people.
You get there. Just the triple failure off the 15.
Okay, now this is the sell down I wanted. As we're too late in the candle for a new trade.
5 minutes
This is the sell down I wanted to then try and pick up. So no, it's nowhere perfect. So I was looking for this sell down, guys, to try and pick up a touch of that 88.6 fib, which is there, and then enter over the top of the 76.8. Now it's come way too late in the candle. So way too late in the candle. So now we're just effectively waiting for this candle to close. Be incredible if the buy these guys again and put them back over the S2. That would be incredible. Volume is good, volatility is good. As we're just waiting to see how the candle closes. Now FESX. All right, let me just watch closely. 1 second. So what we've got is we have.
Yeah, push the body. That's nice, steady.
I'm just looking at stair step.
I'd like to see a bigger push down.
2,
Didn't really get
3.
push down
No, okay.
and
So what we need to pick up another trade is we need the sellers to push down again, and we're looking to pick up that black diamond delta over the top of those 76.8 Fibonacci's. It's got the arrow on it. Now, again, I would need the sellers to push down first inside this candle and fail badly, guys. So it's an 842 entry. It is a Fibonacci trade, guys. It's reinforced by the deltas. Don't you run without us, please.
ES delta forming.
The S&P is don't you dare. Don't you run without us, please. You can see, guys, you see why I was trying to target a reversal off that 76.8 Fibonacci. All right, look at the market's response. Yeah, mate. Yeah. I think the selling is over. S&P 500 is about to break its step, about to break the seller step. Guys, if we get a 4-point turning bar long on both markets simultaneously, it'll be amazing. You can see why I wanted to pick up that 76 fib reversal. There's that little delta there. Again, we didn't get the opportunity to do it, but again, guys, that delta sitting just over the top of the 76s gives you an idea of exactly where the instos were trying to order their markets. Little orders. The bigger orders are those V3s. Right? So there's some people that are pretty keen to send this the other way. We've just got to wait for permission to join them. And after a really good day, we want to be careful. So what are we looking at, guys? Just literally bottom of FDAX there, two-phase complex retracement. Two-phase complex retracement, MDI is 75. So you've got a two-phase complex retracement. That's swing trigger territory, guys. I was about to say, Jiz, guarantee someone's short under the S2. Yeah, so well done, mate. It's a beautiful trade, guys. So Jiz has basically said, you guys have cruised up here. There's my higher high. You've failed badly. I'm going to go short under the S2 and I'm going to run it down. Yeah, no, man. It's a very, very simple trade, guys. So what Jiz is basically doing is looking at the buyers saying, you can't close above a pivot on both European markets. So I'm just going to grab you and send you short. So you just grabbed a flurry of selling, mate, as it comes through. Again, it's a very good read of the market, mate. Very good read. This is swing trigger territory, guys. If we get much lower, these guys are going to trigger to the downside, and it's going to be all over bar the shouting. Last 90 seconds, guys, so please don't enter any trades. After such a textbook start, these guys have got a little bit quiet on us.
Candle close in 60 seconds.
Okay, here we go. So 48 seconds out. As there is going to be a swing trigger. There is going to be a swing trigger to the downside. So that's only for swing trigger traders, unless they close over the S2. All right, let me do some homework for you.
Two different looks over on each market.
Okay. If we close under the 50 fib,
14 seconds.
There's a swing trigger short. Okay. The swing trigger short point, guys, is 830. Now, the buyers must show in the new candle before we trade a swing trigger short. Guys, they must show. So it's a classic case of green before red. We haven't got any green yet. We've got 100 contract orders going short, guys, 100 contract blocks going short on the FESX. That might make it a little bit difficult for the FDAX to retrace. S&P's not buying the sell. Now, if you did put your order on at 830 before I said it's got to go green before red, then again, you would already be through your first target. Okay, guys, but for swing triggers, we've just got to be really, really, really careful. Again, basically, it's a swing trigger. The maths behind a swing trigger is the buyers swing. Okay, so that trigger, guys, the buyers showing, that is now triggered. So if you are a swing trigger trader, guys, you are looking for a first target and risk control point of 825. Just gone through your target. If you waited for the green and then you put your order on, guys, it's literally click, bang, finish. Now, if they don't click, bang, finish and bolt to the downside, guys, then the static traders are going to pick up a really lovely reversal the other way. Triggers, again, mathematically very valid. Right? So basically what has happened, the buyers have swung the market against the trend, and then the sellers have triggered the panic by hitting all their stop losses. Right? It's a trench warfare trade. So effectively what are these sellers doing is they're now currently testing all of the people that bought this candle. Right? That's a buyer-owned candle. Right? It's got a seller-owned close, but it's a buyer-owned candle. So the majority of the contracts on that candle were buyers. Their stop losses are sitting there. So all we're doing is saying, well, buyers tried one more time to recover their position and failed badly. That's going to trigger panic. Put our order on at 830 and join the panic. It doesn't sound very friendly, but it's a great way of getting paid. There's no question about that. Now, if you're not a swing trigger trader, guys, if that's not your style, then that's okay. Doesn't matter. I don't think we're going short, guys, because if we get a swing trigger like this, that doesn't just go absolutely nuts, then we normally pick up a really lovely reversal going back the other way. So if you're not a swing trigger trader, guys, so if you're not short at 830 with your target at 825, obviously it's gone beyond its target. If you're not that trader, we're now looking at a ratio drop SBR. Okay, so I'm not going to get rid of that actually because we can use that to our advantage. So, guys, what are we looking at? We're looking at a good day, guys. I don't think it matters how you pulled apart today. We've actually done okay. So I hope everyone's profitable. I know Natasha did very well. Nathan killed it. Jiz killed it. Who else did very, very well? Breezy's hit KPI. Suzanne, I believe you did very well. I believe you do very well. Giz, if you keep trading like this, mate, you'll have to start moderating so I can trade. So, Giz, just be careful how good you get, mate. Otherwise, we might have to put you on the microphone. No, you'd love it, mate. You'd love it. Love it. You'll be amazing. All right, so at this stage, guys, we're in swing trigger territory. All right, so at this stage, we would have to get an incredibly impressive buying campaign. Geez, that's fine, mate. We like silent assassins. What I'd love, guys, I'd love to get, because TTP's got a leaderboard, I'd love to get at least 4 or 5 samurai traders onto the leaderboard, like position 1 to 5. Oh, fine. That's the first buying delta with a dropper ratio. Look at that. Okay. If this candle was to freeze like this, freeze, no, go back up, please. That delta V3 is tradable in the new candle, not the current candle. Now, to trade that delta V3 long, guys, I need the sellers to stop selling in this candle, right? And there's a 200 contract block order short. Someone's just gone short on the FESX with 200 contracts in a single order. Okay, we've got a gap down on FESX, gap down on FDAX. Guys, we must see selling. If we want to trade that delta, that V3 delta to the high side, guys, at 835, we must see selling in the new candle, and it must get absolutely annihilated. All right, so just watch very carefully. That's not annihilation. We've got a gap down on FESX, gap up on FDAX. So FESX wins in this case. Please don't run without us. No, they're not ready to run just yet. That's okay.
First delta, doesn't need to be a reversal.
I'm just watching, guys, just watching. I don't want to miss another absolute textbook amazing trade, but the flip side is many of us are at KPI. So if we get really good at this FDAX, guys, the LTR will only go for 20, maybe 25 to 30 minutes. Is everyone finished? All right, good. See you tomorrow. Off we go. There used to be a gold trading, guys, live trading room that only ran for 30 minutes a day because there was one move. It was one move it targeted. And if the move wasn't on, then everybody just ran away and came back the next day and did it again. So a 4-point turning bar. 4-point turning bar, guys. If we get a 4-point turning bar, we're 3 minutes away, guys, from them deciding whether they are definitely reversing or not. If I got a really nice sell down, guys, so a nice little sell down very early on in this candle, and then they literally, the sellers got absolutely, see what the buyers what happened to the buyers? If the sellers sold down, guys, if the sellers sold down early in the candle, then they came back through and smacked that delta, then we'd be all over it. But right now, they're not doing that. They're actually setting up another swing trigger short.
Thanks, Peter. Have a great night.
You're actually setting up another swing trigger short. So at this stage, guys, we've got three trades.
Also, don't forget, we've got the 101 course.
We're just waiting, guys. When I go quiet, I'm just watching because the market will generally tell you everything you need to know. You've just got to be patient enough to let them tell you, as opposed to try and front run the market and you tell it, because obviously it's a little bit more powerful than us.
Delta V3s, OSR trading.
All right, so at this stage, I've got nothing new, guys. I've got nothing new for you. There's another trigger loading. It's another swing trigger loading. This one looks a lot more powerful than the previous one. Don't you dare. So this, guys, so the trigger we got before was a clean trigger. This is a dirty trigger. So a dirty trigger versus clean trigger, two completely different signals. Just so you guys know, we don't trade dirty triggers because they normally end up being really dirty signals. Like we don't trade dirty triggers. We trade clean triggers only. I can go through the maths on that if you want to, guys, but we just don't trade dirty triggers. It's not worth it. We get so many incredible trades every single day. There is no point bending the rules just to try and get another trade. It's not what we do. So guys, we're rolling into the hub. Hub starts 30 minutes after the session. Is there any question that I can help you with in the hub? Guys, if you're not available for the hub, if you want me to hit a particular KPI or target, then tell me what it is, guys, and I'll make sure I make mention of it in the hub. I've set up an S&P 500 chart for you guys in the hub tonight just to go through. We're actually going through yesterday's trading, guys, from Asia all the way through to the US Open, just to reinforce how important it is. To let the market tell you what to do. That is a stunning short, guys. If you need another trade, guys, there is a short on the FDAX at 807. Right, so a short order at 807. That's a 23 fib retracement. This would only be for those people, guys, that trade efficient candles. The Fibonacci retracement has got to have structure behind it. That's close enough to structure. The risk is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's beyond our risk profile. Guys. Now, it is probably going to go down quite happily, guys, but it is beyond our risk profile. Okay, now, if you're trading in sim, guys, or you're just practicing that retrace, guys, you could use that as a risk control point. Your entry, guys, is 807. Your first target is 802. It's already gone to 801, right? So if you didn't enter the trade the first time through, guys, you would have to wait for the buyers to show again, and then you'd be looking for a brand new entry at exactly the same price. Now, guys, Young Christian has just logged in.
Hi.
Just give me 1 sec. Anybody who is short, guys, if you are an efficiency trader, MDI angle 82 degrees. If you're short at 807, guys, your target's 802. You're currently trading at 800, so you've gone through your target again. See, this could be Donald Trump sending out stupid tweets again. Flip side is, guys, these guys love the 66 Fibonacci, which is exactly where they've gone to. Whereas if you are an efficiency trader, it is an efficient bar short. The strength rating on the candles are 1. Guys, it's a beautiful candle. If you've gone short at 807, you've gone well beyond your target. So, Christian, today we got off to an absolutely stunning start. Natasha in Queensland had a blinder. Nathan picked up 6, 12, 21, and 90 on the FDAX. So that's 90 times 28 US dollars just on the last contract alone. And so Nathan had a blinder. Breezy had a blinder. Nathan, I'm just going to put on here. Nathan got a plus 90 on his long range trade. So, but look, we've had a good day. We've officially got 3 trades. I'm not going to mark a 4th trade that people got, but I was too late calling it. So technically we're 3 from 3, and if you took that efficient short, we're 4 from 4. But either way, we're 100% strike rate. So
I can see that the market dumped, right? As expected.
Fancy that.
So nowadays, before trading, we need to check Forex Factory or MyFX book for the news, and then we open the Twitter of Trump to see how many tweets he can make today, right?
Yeah, 100%, mate. But all in all, mate, we've had a good night. again, 100% strike rate. That's what we aim to do. We were very careful because yesterday was very crazy. We were very careful. We did exactly what we were told. We didn't break any rules and we got paid. So, in fact, a number of people are getting funded with TTP, mate, and they've probably got speeding tickets today because they went over their 40% consistency. So some people might be getting speeding tickets, but that's okay. We don't mind that. It's a good speeding ticket, that one. So.
First of all, happy to hear that even in such markets you manage to get profitable trades. Secondly, super happy to hear that people are getting funded with the trading pit. And guys, keep it going. Just make sure that you follow all of the rules. You make sure that you are following the consistency, margin rule, risk rule, just the regular things. And to sum up everything, if you're already funded with the trading pit, you know that you can invite a friend or share your link in the community, in the server, in your social medias, and both of you will get 25% off. This campaign is valid still, so just go to your client area, grab a link, share it with your friend, and both of you guys will get a 25% off on all challenges. Isn't it wonderful, Lachlan?
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. I think TTP's got probably the best product in the world. But again, I want everyone on the TTP leaderboard. I want the top 10 spots to all be samurai traders. So again, we've got a mission. We've got a mission ahead of us, mate.
Absolutely, absolutely. And after that, contact me and we will film some interviews together, right?
Very good. All right, mate.
Great.
Have a good day, and thank you again to TTP.
Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you Lachlan for this wonderful stream, and we wish everyone the great rest of the day. See you next week.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.